Hey YouTube, it's Mike back with another knife review. Today we'll be reviewing the Case XX Sodbuster by special request of a close friend of mine. I have a new formula. I'm going to be reviewing knives more to kind of shorten down the length of the videos and whatnot. And it's going to be a 5-point review system. So the things we'll go over are cost, ergonomics, construction, materials, and functionality. First, we'll start with the cost. The Sodbuster can be found for about $30. As far as case knives goes, it's a little bit on the cheaper end. And for being such an inexpensive knife, I really grown to like it. The cost is not an issue here. $30 for a name brand decent cutting tool is not so bad. Next is ergonomics. As far as ergonomics goes, this is the most comfortable knife I think I own. Aside from, I'd say this and a Spyderco Endura, there's just no hot spots whatsoever. There's not much to it. There's not much to actually, there's not much to actually become a hot spot on this. And they kind of kept it really simple with design, and I really like it. That brings my next point to construction. The construction of this, the steel we have, let's see if I can show you where's the camera here, the viewfinder. This is their CV steel, so it's a high carbon steel with vanadium added to it. This thing gets really, really sharp, and it's so thin behind the edge. So it gets really sharp. The handle is made out of a synthetic plastic that makes it feel sort of like ivory or like a horn. You can see there's a little bit of blade corrosion, which is natural, just some natural patina because I use it to cut up food. Apples. This is usually my food preparation knife. But yeah, so we're working with CV steel, which is Case is known for using, and their synthetic handle. Next is construction. This knife is constructed extremely well. This is a two-handed open knife. Blade centering is not the best, but it is a $30 slip joint, so that's something I keep in mind. These rivets, they don't protrude whatsoever. The rivets, they're completely flush with the blade, with the handle. I'm sorry. And it snaps open. There's no blade play. It's just all around a well-constructed knife. So for $30, Case is not missing the mark on this. Last but not least is functionality. Functionally, as a cutting tool, and that's the point I'd like to make, functionality covers functionality as a cutting tool, not as a weapon, as a cutting tool. As a cutting tool for preparing food, opening packages, opening letters, tearing up cardboard, whatever it is that you're going to be using a knife for, functionally, this is perfect. This does the job. It's thin behind the edge. It goes through whatever you need to go through. It holds a good edge. Case's CV steel is excellent. It's comfortable. You can use it all day. You're not going to end up with any hot spots, so you won't have any blisters or anything like that. They've included a nice sharpening choil to maintain it. The only thing I don't like is the nail nick. However, it's a two-handed open knife, so it needs a nail nick. This is, for me, that's an aesthetic thing. And aesthetically, I think the curve, the overall, this low arch with this sort of traditional curve in the handle, coupled with the Sodbuster blade, I'm not crazy about clip points, so the Sodbuster style, I really like. And it's funny, it's called, any case with this blade shape is called a Sodbuster. So, the Sodbuster blade shape, I actually really like. It's more, I'm not really, it's less pointy. I feel like the tip will hold up longer. It's more durable in the tip. You have more blade here. If you're going to use it for something you shouldn't be using it for, like prying something open, I feel like this will last longer than the clip point. That's what I'm trying to get across. So functionally as a cutting tool, I think the Case XX Sodbuster is an awesome cutting tool, especially for $30. And additionally, I have this sheath for it, which I picked up separately. It's actually not for this knife, but it fits perfectly. It's a horizontal carry sheath. It just kind of slides in there like this. It just kind of holds the whole thing together. Looks kind of cool. I dig the classic yellow color. So as far as aesthetics go, which is not something I'll typically cover, but it's not one of my 5 concerning points, but it's something I'll go over. And aesthetically, I actually think the knife's appealing. It's a little bit old-timey. Some people might think it's a little bit hokey, but I think it really gets the job done. It's a good cutting tool, and it's only $30. And it is an ergonomic wonder. It really is so comfortable. So across the board, cost $30. I give that a 10 out of 10. Ergonomics, easy 10 out of 10. Construction, for what you're paying, 10 out of 10. Materials, for what you're paying, 10 out of 10. And functionality, for what you're paying, 10 out of 10. I mean, this thing is it's a ringer. So that has been the Case XX Sodbuster, and in this video, this will also be my first giveaway. This knife in this sheath is going to my very close friend Jack, who's going to be traveling overseas and requires something that can only be opened two-handed. So this was a part of my permanent collection. I had no plans of getting rid of it. It's well taken care of, and it's going to be going to my homie Jack, so he has something to carry with him, use every day, and he'll be representing the channel overseas. So that's been another knife review with Mike. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.